A few weeks ago, I visited Cambridge. I went there to get away from London, away from the hustle and bustle of a big city that can sometimes feel quite disorientating. So I thought I'll go to Cambridge, I'll get away for the day, and I'll let my creative juices flow. I went to some museums, I went to bookshops, I went into one particular bookshop, and I thought I'll go to the entrepreneur startup section and I'll find something to give me some inspiration. But I didn't find what I was looking for. On my way out of the bookstore, I came across Community is Your Currency by Daisy Morris. This book teaches readers how to build audiences both in online and offline spaces. I then carried on with my day. When I got back on the train, I was reading this book, and an announcement came through to say that this train would be terminating at the next stop, so we wouldn't be able to get back to London this way. I turn to the person next to me and I say, "Is there a bus back to London?" Another person is also looking for train times. All of a sudden, we're all on the platform. There are around 25 to 30 of us, complete strangers. We start talking, sharing experiences. We get back on the train and we realise we can go back to Cambridge, switch platforms, and then we can go home. There's a solution to the problem. But in that moment, we were connected, together. I found what I was looking for, community, and it is in the most unlikely spaces that you will find it if you remain open. Today, I want to spend the little bit of time that we have together and explore community and why we need it now more than ever. If we think about some of these statistics relating to isolation and loneliness, this can be combated through community, but without it, isolation and loneliness remain some of the most significant health concerns, likened to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. And then there are other studies that show younger adults feel more isolated and lonely than older adults. And some of the physical symptoms are, we're starving, we're yearning for connection. There's a reason why we are called social beings and social butterflies, social being the key word here. I consider myself to be quite introverted before I moved to London, and I moved 2 years ago in the summer of 2022. Before that, I only really had a close circle of family and friends. I didn't have a community. I didn't even know what the word networking meant. And then I moved to London, everything changed, and I was completely immersed in the culture and ways of living of other people. Community is all around us, and it starts in here, and then it goes out to here. If we think about some of the industry trends, so what I do outside of public speaking is I look at industry trends and feed that back. And if we look at technology and community, we all remember what it was like to be isolated in our homes during the COVID-19 pandemic, but we still found a way to connect with other people through digital means, through Slack, Teams, Zoom, social connection, and that extends beyond COVID now. We're still using technology, non-profit organisations being able to offer out resources to lower economic households. Everybody has a seat at the table. Everybody deserves that opportunity to strive and thrive together. An example that I have from the summer just gone, I recently attended Great Exhibition Road, which is a weekend of activities that takes place in South Kensington in London. If any of you have been there, you'll know. But if you haven't, it's a weekend of activities and family and children can come together and explore the latest technology that's being created by our young creators. So I went there. I didn't have any expectations, very similar to my train story. And what I did find was I came across the organisation BEARS, and that stands for Both Ears, and they're currently carrying out research to help young children and adults who are struggling with hearing impairments. They're going through hearing aids and bilateral cochlear implants. And the reason why this sticks with me is I was born deaf, so I couldn't hear for a few years. And I didn't have a community around me. I like to think that children are quite resilient, so that's okay. When you get older, you need a community around you. Very similar to my train story, I went in there with no expectations, but I came out feeling a part of something, and that is what community is all about. Remain open, and you'll find it. I recently attended London Fashion Week, and again, thinking about industry trends, retailers and fashion organisations opening up spaces to brands. We all shop online, we all shop in store, and we all want to feel like we're a part of something and not just it's an exchange where we buy something and walk out. Brands are really opening up the floor to us, allowing us to shop, attend panel discussions, network, have dinner, be around like-minded individuals. Community is so much more than just people around us. You've got to explore it in order to feel it. So why am I up here? And what are we going to do about community today? I've been asking people around me the last few months what community means to them, and this is what they had to say. Togetherness, creativity, mentor, self-empowerment. Community means throwing yourself out there, building something great along the way. It's about the journey, not about the destination. Who are you willing to become in order to offer yourself to somebody else? Truly, authentically, and with impact. Because we always think about the worst case scenario. I introduce myself to somebody and they don't like me. They don't like the way I sound, the way I dress, where I come from, and who I am. Forget about them. This is about you, what you can do for community now. People are hungry for change, but they just don't know who they need to become in order to make that happen. You have the power to do that. And my name is Alexandra Forsyth. And I believe in you. Every single one of you in this room has something truly remarkable inside of them, just waiting to be explored. And I hope you know that. I hope you don't let it go. I hope you use it to your advantage. Because we get one life, that's it, one. We don't get any second chances, no dress rehearsals, this is it. And we got to do something about it and build that community together. Community to me means creating a seat at the table and showing up with you. Thank you very much. Thank you.